Angela Merici was an Italian woman born on the shores of Lake Garda in a little village, Desenzano. We reckon about 1474. She had a vision when she was at a younger age of the vision of Bradazzo, where she saw a ladder of angels and women coming up and down from heaven. But she was very worried about her sister who had died and where was she or what had happened. And the sister appeared to her in the vision, one of the angels coming down, and assured her she was very happy, but also said that God had a plan for her.
She got papal approval for a group of women living a consecrated life and led by women.
So in 1535 she founded a group of women in Brescia who were serving the poor.
Angela was an extraordinary woman. She was an innovator. She was a mixture of contemplative and practical and mystical and active. Her vision of creating a new way of life for women who wanted to commit their lives to God and make a real difference in the world they lived in was quite extraordinary for her time.
Eventually that group spread throughout Italy quite quickly. Towards 1590 they moved to France, and that was where Nano Nagel came into contact with the Ursulines.
She went to the continent herself for education.
When she came back, she started to teach a lot of the little boys on the street who had no education. And then she wanted to structure that concept. That was how she came to invite Ursulines to come over to Ireland.
Now, by the time the Ursulines had come, they were more structured, and that's where schools, as we know them, I suppose, began to flourish. Cork, 1771. Then to Thurles. Then to Waterford. Then to Sligo. And there's a third level college in St. Angela's.
And today St. Angela's is a fully recognised third level institution, and we're very happy about that because I think it's an Ursuline legacy that in some way expresses what we were about in what we wanted to achieve in education.
Well, the ethos is lived out very much. Angela's theory was caring for the individual, loving them, showing respect and kindness. And I think the spirit of the school, you've seen a lot of pupils today doing various things, and the joy that's among them as they interact. And it's about treating the students with respect and kindness.
Well, I was at school here, and then I was teaching here, and I was principal here for a long time. I've always been involved with Irish dancing all my life. I had the dancing going in the school all those years. And then when I retired, I continued the Irish dancing classes. I think it's very, very good for confidence building and for teamwork, especially with the non-national children now. So many different nationalities, as I said, in the school, that it's great for, you know, helping out each other and getting to know each other in a fun sort of way.
And you get to know them. And that was always a principle of our ethos, that the sisters would get to know the pupils, know their families, because then you can help a person when you really know them.
The primary school principals find Chéile very, very supportive. Their ongoing support is great, and they love the cluster meetings, and they find them very helpful.
So it's wonderful whenever there's an issue of concern. Chéile is a strong body to deal with the department, to confront the department issues, to take a stance for Catholic schools. And God knows in Ireland today that stance is needed and very important.
The ethos comes from the writings of St. Angela transferring into a development of a philosophy of education. And that philosophy recognises that each person is unique
She believed that women could be catalysts in transforming society.
And ultimately, that they become confident, people with values, compassionate, and people who can contribute to society.
One of the words that dominates Angela's writings is kindness. That word kindness is what really makes a difference in terms of developing relationships and making connections with people. And I think Angela certainly has inspired us all to do that.
A phrase of hers was, consider the respect you owe them, to treat people with respect, that we would understand the dignity of each person.
Angela's abiding legacy of taking people as you find them, appreciate them for who they are, and help them to develop the best that they can be. I think that is a message for all time.
One of the things she would be very pleased about is to see schools becoming more inclusive.
I would like in the schools of the future that we are really all the time delving into the riches of being rooted in who we say we are. Daughters of Angela with an extraordinarily rich heritage that actually can transform the world from the inside out.
And that they would have a living Christianity, a Christianity for today and for the future.
Never be afraid to change with the times and have the courage to make difficult decisions. That was the essence of what she said in one of the chapters of the rule. And that's what we've always done. Even joining Chéile would be a consequence of that. But I would hope that the school could be an expression of that care and love and respect for every student that's in our care.
In this part of the world, we have not attracted any more people to join us and to carry that message on. But I think the heart message of St. Angela, I'd love to see it continued in some shape or form. And I believe it will. I think there'll be enough people to have that little heart kept beating.